Hello, my dear friends, it's me, and I have another interesting tale, which you can probably guess by the title. I'm not sure if I had to edit the title or not. I haven't really decided. Either way, this is from our wonderful friend Mandelbrot, who brings us yet another strange thing from the internet. I personally love it when you guys send me weird things you find on the internet. Like, at this stage, Web 1.0 and Web 2.0 have passed in such a massive way that the collective knowledge hidden in the nooks and crannies and, half-dead web rings and weird servers discarded by most people and can be dredged up with, the Wayback Machine are so massive that you literally have no idea what you're going to find. So, I really like it whenever we do get to find such strange things. I find that really fascinating. So, here we are, another interesting tale, and let's get right into this, shall we? This is Sonic and the Sex, The Tips of College, Chapter 1, Tip of the Iceberg. This is also described as fiction, thankfully. So, okay, here we go. Hello once again, Moonhorse. Hello. Before I talk about the fanfiction, I want to say once again thank you so much for reading my story. Well, you're welcome, and thank you for sending it in. I'll be making more stories someday soon. Anyway, the fanfiction. This 30-chapter, 30k plus word behemoth is Sonic and the Sex, The Tips of College, if you couldn't tell. It's rather inspired from Sonic High School, and that will be quite apparent when you read this. This first chapter, while still wildly entertaining, is very chaotic, written as a joke, and sometimes directly references jokes from Sonic High School. But I've taken a tiny peek into the first couple sentences of random later chapters. From those tiny glimpses, I can confidently say this. Move really close to the mic for this, for the bolded sentences, so I can emphasize my point. Oh. Okay, we're giving direction. Hold on. The story goes places. I don't know what places, but we need to go there, no matter how long it takes. Don't ever give me directions, I'm just gonna fuck with you. And so without further ado, I present Sonic and the Sex. Before we directly get into this, I just want to say that while I did just decide I have to mess with you over that, the other part of this is that I'm very happy that I've created a small community within this community that are just connoisseurs of horrible cringe things we find on the internet. I adore that. Please do feel free to share the horrible things you've found. I'm very much okay with that. Here we go. Chapter 1. The Tip of the Iceberg. Once upon a time, there was a terrible college, and a cool adult called Sonic. Sonic had gone to college to get his degree, but the school sucked. He was still a freshman and a hedgehog. He was sleeping when his iPod woke him up. He got a text message from Knuckles saying that Sonic could never slap him. Sonic didn't like Knuckles saying that, and that reminded him that he had to get up and go to school. Sonic didn't want to get up, but he had to, so he woke up and decided to go to school. Sonic skipped school a lot, so he might not have gone. Sonic is really cool and swag, so he's popular and has a girlfriend. He was running really fast down the stairs and out the door when he noticed that he had forgotten his shoes. He put them on and then runs on the road. Sonic had met Tails and Knuckles in a study group for class. That class was running 103. Sonic sees Tails and Knuckles going to school on the sidewalk and slaps Knuckles and starts laughing. Knuckles was wrong, and Sonic could slap him after all. Knuckles didn't fall over because he is strong, and he takes steroids since he is a troublemaker. Okay. Tails and Knuckles were Sonic's two best friends in the world. Tails was smart, and Knuckles was evil. Knuckles always disobeyed the way of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Sonic didn't care, though, because Knuckles was a good sexer, and Sonic wanted to have a three-way with Knuckles and his girlfriend. Oh my. Knuckles said Sonic was a fat gay, and Sonic punched his face because Sonic was so cool. Sonic and Knuckles were friends and enemies at the same time, so that was normal. Tails was just really smart, and he made a future predict device. Sonic was also friends with Sweet Girl Cream and Annoying Girl Amy, and Team Chaotix, Vector, Charmy, SBO, and a fat cat, Big. I don't know why they're in quotations like that, like somebody's saying it, but it's just the name, so that's weird. Amy suddenly calls him and asks to be his girlfriend. This is what Amy does to people. Sonic said bye to Knuckles and Tails and went to his first class, which was Human Studies. He hated this part of college. He only liked gym because he could pwn people there. I remember when we used to say that. Sonic walked down the aisle and saw a huge room with all of these seats and someone talking in the middle. A professor! Sonic really thought it was all wow. Hello, class, says the professor. Today we'll be studying human parts. Can anyone lend me one of their body parts so we can compare human and animal parts, please? Yeah, just pop it off, it's cool. And the professor pulls down a big board. Sonic took a pocket knife and cut off his ball sack. I was joking! He knew he'd regret this, but he did it anyway. Hedgehogs can regrow genitals, so it's okay to do. Okay. Thank you, Mr. What is your name? The name's Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog, says Sonic, holding up his ball sack and putting his feet on the chair of the person in front of him. The class thought he was, oh, very cool, so they applauded him. The professor hated all the noise. Sonic handed the ball sack to the professor, but he put it on her face. Detention, Mr. I didn't know it was a woman. I'm just going to keep going in the same voice. Detention, Mr. Hedgehog, said the professor. Sonic was used to this, but he was tired of it and this awful school, so he just said no and ran away very fast. When Sonic was running away from the professor in the most goodliest way down the hall, he runs past Tails, but not seeing him. Tails couldn't go to his first period because he'd been kidnapped by some bullies. Tails was in a pickle, literally, because Shadow, who was one of the bullies, was taking his pants off and looking at his pickle. What the fuck? Shadow said Tails has an exquisite penis. Oh! Because it is so small. Tails had puberty problems, so people often teased him about his tiny penis, but no one had actually seen it before now, except Sonic. Don't worry, Shadow wasn't going to be sexing with him. Instead, he was putting Viagra on the penis to embarrass him. Just sprinkle it on there, you know? Tails was not popular and cool like Sonic or Shadow or Knuckles, so he was sad that he had a boner, and it was embarrassing him. When Tails goes home, he is sad. Most of those people went back to a dorm room to sleep, but not Sonic. When the dorm assignment came to him, he rips it and was tossing it on the ground saying, I hate dorms. It's not a word, he just says that. He had his own apartment and didn't want to be in a stupid dorm. There were always sex sounds coming from other beds, and Tails and Knuckles had to share a bed. Sonic liked sleeping at a good home, so he went to sleep in his normal bed. Tails and Knuckles could not go, because their beds were all cramped in the dorm, and there were pizza and poop smells everywhere. Across from them was Team Chaotix dorm, which belonged to SBO and Charmy and Vector. Knuckles liked them, and Tails despises them. Jeez. The next day, Sonic was walking home from school, when all of a sudden he saw Tails flying with his tails. Yo, Tails, said Sonic to Tails. How are you, Tails? Said Sonic to Tails. Sonic noticed that Tails was crying. What's wrong, Tails? Asked Sonic, noticing his penis was becoming hard. Whoa! All the boys in school spray Viagra gas on me. Viagra gas, ladies and gentlemen. That's a thing apparently we have. Said Tails, pointing to his massive erection. Anyone around me will also have an erection, said Tails. That was why Sonic was horny. All of a sudden, Sonic was thinking of having sex on Tails, but he decided not to because he had a girlfriend, and Tails was his friend, and it would be weird, so he chose not to sex Tails up. He has to help Tails instead, but how? He needed Knuckles! It's written in all caps, I had to read it like that. The next day, Sonic goes to school as usual when Knuckles comes up to him and punched him in the butthole. Lol, you suck, mate, said Knuckles. I have no idea why it's written like that, but that's what he said. Sonic realizes that he still had leftover Viagra gas from when Sonic had gotten Viagra gas rubbed off on him from the day before, so he put the gas inside of penis of Knuckles. He just shoved it in there. The penis swelled up because Viagra gas is just too much, and when it is inside of penis. The penis of Knuckles shrank back, though, because there wasn't much Viagra, and he was a fuck. Knuckles was a fuck. Sonic did this to show Knuckles how embarrassing it is for everyone to see your dick when it's all hard. Hey, not cool, Sonic, said Knuckles. I'm showing you how embarrassing it is for everyone to see your dick when it's hard, explained Sonic. Why? Asked Knuckles. Because it happened to Tails, and we have to help him get happy again, screams Sonic in Knuckles' ear. Knuckles agrees, and they are off. To be continued. Well, I don't know if we're going to get to the rest of this story. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. This was quite something, though. I will say that. Yeah, I can see the inspiration from Sonic High School. Though I do have to say, I am glad someone's continuing it. I've read the later stories of Sonic High School, like the other installments. They're not the same. It was very much a lightning in the bottle kind of moment, so I'm glad someone else is trying, and this isn't too bad. I actually kind of like this. It's pretty funny and weird, but Sonic High School was funny and weird, so, you know, I feel this. I understand. But I will say that because of this, I'm going to have to look up more terrible fan fiction, so I hope you all enjoy that. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store. I'd appreciate you checking those out, but if you can't, that's okay too. Every Saturday there is a live stream. It's like this, except it's not. And I have a Discord server and a subreddit. You can check out all those things as well. They're all in the drop-down description thingy of every video. This one too. I don't know why I said it like that, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, do that, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, I love you. Goodbye!